Hey, good evening again, guys. This is part two of my video watch list. Sorry it's so long tonight. I'll try and keep this section a little shorter. I know I kind of fucking ramble, but we'll get into it. SCON. The chart does look pretty good. It's a superconductor. It's a shitty superconductor technology stock, but it's got a nice low float of 10 million. Kind of higher on the low side of short interest or short percentage of the float at 9%. Nice small market cap on it. It is a nice looking chart. It really seems to have found support in this area in the 160s. It's starting to lift off of that, making higher lows and driving higher. If we can get a run up, especially above this 247, we're going to see a nice squeeze on it. So the break of 250 on it is definitely what I'll be watching for. Even in this area here, I think if we can get over to the 225 area, it should squeeze up really nicely. It's over all of its moving averages here. There's nothing really in the way of that. And it has the ability to run. This thing is a mover and a shaker, so it's definitely one that I'll be watching. Some volume came in as well today, over 1 million in shares, and it doesn't take a lot of volume to get this rocking. Even in the 2 to 4 million range, it can be quite a show. So it'll be on the watch. INPX will be on a watch as well. This thing it'll most likely dump. Don't get me wrong, but I'm kind of pissed off at myself because yesterday I was going to put this on my watch list and watch it like a hawk, because the reason we got this red day here yesterday, everyone was looking for a continuation and a push higher and then the pullback. I was looking to short this. I wanted to short this once it kind of reached those highs, the day before highs, and we didn't get it because there was no fucking volume on this, especially what we had the day before, because shit, what was the stock yesterday? Oh, CLNT took all the volume and all the eyes away from it at the market open. So my thoughts behind it for wanting to put it on the watch list for today but didn't, fucking brain farts, man, was eyes would maybe come back into it, and they did. They definitely did. We got 2 million in volume of a lot of buying. As soon as it kind of hit resistance here, it tapered back. It hit 4 and kind of hit back. But regardless, it would have been a nice, really nice play. Over a point of play here, fuck, that would have been good. So I'm kind of kicking myself in the ass that I wasn't watching this a little bit better. CBLI, and the reason I want to put this on my watch list, this was a former runner here of a few weeks ago. We all remember CBLI. It squeezed a bunch of shorts out, and it was a nice run. Now we've had the pullback, and it's starting to lift off the bottom. And this looks very similar to MTBC's daily chart. Didn't have quite a long of a pullback as MTBC, but it's starting to lift off. So we could be possibly getting into some short squeezes, possibly. We'll see, right? It's over the 9 EMA. It's over all other moving averages. So it's definitely something I'll be watching really hard, especially the break of 380, somewhere in that area. I think that's kind of a main resistance area right now. And if so, we can get a push higher. And I mean, best case scenario, if it gets into the tops out again in the 550s, even in the fives here, we can get a really nice push. I mean, I'm not saying that's going to happen. That's a little bit of a long shot, but I really believe that we're going to get a continuation higher on this. It should be a nice play. I'm hoping for at least 50 cents on it, maybe more. Myos. This was a big run up in January and February, had a couple good days in March. It's starting to do the squeeze thing as well. I I don't expect too much out of it, but we'll see. I mean, these are the real hot plays right now, so this is what we need to be focusing on. It's lifting off of the 220 support area, and it's over the 9 EMA. It found support in the morning there. You can see it touched off it and drove up higher. So I'll be watching for a continuation. I'm definitely more long biased in the market right now. Trying to stay away from the shorts unless it's an absolute obvious short. I just find too many guys are getting roped in. I've got roped in, so you got to fit in or fuck off. You got to adapt or die, right? So those are my thoughts on being long biased. So there's my watch list again: CBLI, NP, INPX. VSTM and AMTX are definitely my main watches. So yeah, let me know what you think, guys. Sorry for rambling and making this a little bit longer than it should have been, but like I said, it was a pretty big watch list. I'll have to narrow it down. Thanks, guys.